Hello everyone and welcome. Do not make a Trayvon Martin joke because of my hoodie. This is Jeffrey Almonte. Um, I'm going to make another explanation video as requested by someone. I'm not going to look up his name right now because I'm not in the tab. I don't want to waste any of you guys' time, but I'll probably put an annotation right here so you can thank him. I had several theories about this because I just saw it about 10 minutes ago, this video, so I was debating on what it meant, and I just got it. And the last video I made was like cluttered. It was about 12 minutes long, and I had about 3 different kind of theories. And I know you guys are going to bring up the other theories. I'll probably mention them, like touch upon them at the last second here. But this is my main theory here. Now I'm going to give you a few hints before I give it away, because I want you to think for yourselves. I don't want to just give you an answer. I believe in give a man a fish, and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man how to fish, and he'll eat for the rest of his life. So I'm just going to give you a few hints here, and pause for a second, and you tell me what you think about this. So, obviously, watch the video first. I'll post it in the link down below in the description. Watch the description, please. So, the plot is, to summarize, the girl in the video, the singer, is saying to think creatively, right? But at the end, we see that she changes her mind. As to why she changes her mind, I will explain in a moment, but I will give you hints. Notice that the music is very childish. The music is very innocent sounding. The puppets create this innocent feel. It creates this sort of presence that you would think that this music video is harmless until you see the whole thing. So, she's saying think creatively, right? Now, I'm going to give you this hint right here. When a Holocaust survivor goes to the supermarket and they think simply, because you remember that guy in the video when she said, look at that orange, what do you think of it? He said, it's just an orange. And she said, no, you have to think creatively. You're doing it wrong. It's not simply an orange. Look deeper. Just like I tell you to look at things deeper. I look at things deeper into truth, and the more you find out the truth, and the more you look deeper into things, the more it will harm you, the more negative it actually becomes sometimes. Okay, back to what I was saying. As a hint, if someone's a Holocaust survivor, and you take them to the supermarket, and you show them the barcode on anything. I don't know. Let me take up this crayon box. See this? What is that? That's a serial number, right? Proof of purchase, serial number right there. And you tell them, what is that? And they'll tell you, oh, it's just a barcode. And you say, what is it used for? And they'll say, oh, well, whatever. It's just used to scan on the Scantron thingamabobby at Pathmark or at any supermarket so that you can pay for it, right? Now you tell them, oh no, that's too simple. You have to think deeper. Think more deeply into this. Think creatively about this serial number. Does this not ring a bell at all? And that person will start to think negative thoughts. All of their past memories, all of their past trauma will come back into their brains out of something so innocent as a crayon box. Something so simple as a crayon box brings memories that negatively associate to it, like a serial number. The serial numbers were used on prisoners and Jewish prisoners during the Holocaust. So that's a hint, or some sort of anecdote to compare to this. And basically, I'm going to walk you through it now. If you don't get it so far, I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, look at the beginning. First of all, let's speak about the title. It says, don't hug me, I'm scared. Why would somebody be scared of a hug? Maybe they negatively associate it with something. Maybe it brings them bad memories about something. I don't know. But let's walk through this. Okay, so in the beginning, there's no music. We see a plane on top of something. The right wing stalks flying high. Let me see a hat, some sort of white thingy. I have no idea what that is. Holy crap. Someone explain that to me. Then we see a calendar about 11 seconds in. It says the 19th of June. And you see knives. Now, anyone that has been through trauma, or anyone that has been exposed to corruption, Tell them to think creatively about a knife. Show them a knife and say, what's the first thing that pops into your brain when you see a knife? And most likely they won't say something innocent. They'll probably say, oh, I've seen it in horror movies. People get killed by knives. Knives are dangerous. But a child that hasn't experienced something, a child that hasn't experienced trauma, will not tell you any of these negative things because they don't see it as that. They won't say it's dangerous because they won't know why it's dangerous. They haven't experienced something to think that it is dangerous. They'll probably show them a knife and they'll probably tell you, thinking creatively, oh, that's what my mom uses to cut pork chops in the morning. Who the hell eats pork chops in the morning? What is wrong with me? Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, they'll just say something innocent like that because all they're getting is just, and the media has something to do with it too. Because, I mean, all they're getting in their brains is Cinderella and positive things, if at that. But if you look at people that are more experienced, older people, they have seen horror movies, stuff like that, which makes them believe in this. It expands their creativity, not necessarily in a positive manner. Anyone that has experienced trauma at all, that changes their innocence, like the Holocaust, or even something as simple as watching the stupid ass decadent Jersey Shore show. That will expand their creativity to something else. So I hope that gives you a hint there. So those are the knives there. See a stove, see that. Again, they look very simplistic. That's the orange she was talking about. I already explained that part. He's thinking about it simply. So now, sorry here. Okay, about 1 minute 59 seconds in. She shows him a bunch of diagrams. One of a heart, one of a storm, and a brain as well. She says, hey guys, let's get creative or whatever. So when you look at a heart, you just think, oh hey, it's a heart, whatever. It's what beats in your chest. That's a simplistic way. You look at something like a storm, whatever, it's just a storm, it rains. Now, when they start getting creative, they get a bit fun with it, but then they get too creative almost. And I know that you're probably going to say, but how can you get too creative? It's a good thing to be creative. However, being too creative or going too deep into things, certain subjects, or thinking too deeply about certain things, can bring back memories that can harm you. I'll give you a testimony right now of this happening to me. Now, I bought my girlfriend this Snoopy dog, or whatever, and on that day, if you think about it simplistically, it's just like, it's a Snoopy, right? But it was the model from 1950. Okay, so it was the old-fashioned Snoopy. Now, since I thought of old, I'm looking at it and I just think deeply about it. I don't know why I just started thinking deeply about a freaking plush toy. But I look at it and then I just started feeling sad for some reason. I just felt horrible. And it was just this negative aura around me that I just started feeling, and I'm just thinking like, wow, this thing really reminds me about my grandfather that passed away on Christmas. But why is it that Snoopy is triggering this? Maybe it's because Snoopy is, he's old, and Snoopy, we used to watch Charlie Brown's Christmas on Christmas Eve. And I remember my grandfather was always around, and my grandfather died on Christmas Eve. So all of these negative associations with this Snoopy doll brought me back memories, you know what I'm saying? When I thought too creatively, when I thought too deeply about the Snoopy doll, something so simplistic, something that seems so innocent, brought back memories that just haunted me, that just brought back violent images. And that's what happened here in this video with these people. They thought too creatively. They let their imagination go too wild, which is why when they cut into the knife, wow, that was so stupid of me. When they use the knife to cut into the cake, they see blood dripping from the cake because they're thinking too creatively, and their mind is already tainted from what their perception of creativity and imagination is. So there you have the heart there, and the woman is dancing crazily, and then the music, notice how the music starts to get a bit chaotic, and it gets all whacked out of mind. It sounds a bit, I don't know, it sounds very eerie. Then you see the storm come in, which symbolizes the whole shift of your brain shifting from innocent creativity to the traumatizing, corrupt part of your mind, which is bringing back, which is making you think creatively enough to gear into that, into those bad memories, into those bad negative associations, into those the corrupt sort of association. Just like when a child looks at it's like when a child looks at a woman, first thing that comes to their mind is, I don't know, they're a woman, they have cooties, I guess. Now look at a grown man and say, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you look at a woman? Probably the first thing that will come to their mind is either sex or something that has to do with attraction. Most likely, you know what I'm saying? That's the difference, because that man has progressed through life to have these negative images in his brain. So the person looks at the heart and stuff. That's the part where they cut into the cake. I'm looking at it. And the guy says death because he's thinking too creatively and all those bad memories are coming into his mind. So at the end of the video, the paperboard girl thingy, so weird, says, I think we can all agree to not think creatively now. Yeah. She says that because she notices that everyone had some sort of negative thought, everyone had some sort of traumatic thought when they did think creatively. And I gave you my testimony to give you hints, and that's basically my interpretation of the video. I am not freaking Gandhi. I do not know it all. I'm just telling you what my interpretation is of this. It could be a different interpretation of it, but most likely it'll be something about creativity leading to negative thought. I know that's probably what your interpretation is going to gear towards, but what my interpretation is, when you think of something creatively, when you look at something, like I mentioned, when a Holocaust survivor looks at a serial number and they think too creatively, they look too deep, they start remembering things. Just like when I remembered my grandfather dying on Christmas Eve because I associated Christmas Eve with the Snoopy dog that I bought for my girlfriend. You know, that's basically my interpretation. You know, don't stop bitching at me if you think I'm wrong. It's my interpretation. My interpretation. Okay, so hope you all sort of understood this. Get an interpretation of yourself. Don't take my word for it. Look a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? All of this, I'm just trying to touch upon it. I want to have a nice discussion and debate, just like I had on that Die Fantasy. Spread it to your friends. Subscribe to me for some more for some more videos. Sorry, I'm tripping today. But yeah, subscribe to me for more videos because it helps me out, because it gets me more views, and it helps you out because you're gonna get more explanation videos. And you know, I'm a friendly guy. I'm not one of these hot ass YouTubers that don't reply to their commenters. I try to reply to every comment that needs a reply, not something stupid, or if it's already been answered and you need to look already or look at the video again. But most likely I will reply. Message me too. Message me. Give me anything that you want me to explain. I'm gonna explain salad fingers because someone already asked me for that one. I'm gonna explain handlebars by the Flowbots. I'm gonna explain damn, there was some other video I was gonna explain. I forgot. But whatever, I'll think of it later. Hope you all had a nice day. This was Jeffrey Almonte. It was just an explanation. Just trying to help you guys out to think a little more deeply about things. Now, don't let your imagination get too wild now, just like this video is suggesting. See you guys later. Have a nice day. Peace.